Hello everyone, Irish Warlock here, and welcome back to part 3 of our Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. We're going to kick things off in just a brief moment. I hope you've all had a good time since part 2. I hope you all enjoyed part 2. And part 2 was really interesting. A lot happened in part 2. We start by going into the Kakari Wilds with David, Jory and Alistair to retrieve the Darkspawn blood and the treaties. The Darkspawn blood was used in a ritual back at Ostagar, a ritual called the Joining that lets us essentially become stronger by drinking the Darkspawn blood and making us Grey Wardens. David drank it and died because the Darkspawn blood is very poisonous. Jory refused to drink it and Duncan straight up murdered him in front of us. And then we drank it, we survived, and we became a Grey Warden. We then went to a War Council meeting with Duncan, Kaelin, Logain, and a bunch of other very important people. We got told the battle plan there was for Kaelin and Duncan to lead the army and kind of draw the Darkspawn into kind of like a chokehold, bottleneck kind of place that had been laid out for them, while Logain would flank from the side, and Logain would know when to flank from the side when a beacon was lit by myself and Alistair. We lit the beacon. I nearly said lit the bacon. We lit the beacon. We're a bit delayed, but didn't really matter in the end because Logain betrayed us, abandoned Kaelin and Duncan, and they both died along with the rest of the army, or most of the army. We were saved by Morrigan, or we were saved by this woman over here, Flemeth, who's the mother of Morrigan. Morrigan is a witch of the wilds. We met her in the wilds when David and Jory were still around. I swear I can talk normally. I don't usually fumble my words this badly. Or I do, but when I don't have a face cam, I can just edit it all out. But anyway, we came back here. She revealed that she had saved us because someone still needs to stop the blight. And that's going to be us and Alistair. We have a few goals. Our first goal is to travel here to the village of Lothering, which we're going to do now. But essentially we have to go to 4 different places to kind of gather allies to stop the blight. So we have to go to Brazilian Forest to gather the Dalish Elves, Redcliffe to gather, to seek an alliance with Arl Eamon of Redcliffe, who Alistair knows, the Circle Tower to get the mages, and Orzammar to get the dwarves. And that is kind of the whole point of the game. There's a few other stuff that pops up in now and again, but our main deal is go gather an army and all that jazz. So, Flemeth has told her daughter Morrigan to come with us. Morrigan is a very powerful witch. She is an apostate though, so she's a mage who's technically illegal because she's not living by the church's rules, but I mean, she doesn't really care about that. But anyway, we're about to head off now to Lothering. And actually in this episode we're going to recruit a couple of new companions to join us, hopefully 4 in total. In Denerim, the capital of Ferelden.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly.
Yeah, well,
there are those
I wonder
who would
how
take
we lost them all.
advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak.
Fan favorite character, this guy here, if you've never played any of the franchise.
And claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Yeah, you tell him, Tegan.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
I know he's a villain, but Logain is still such a brilliantly done character.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Ooh, burn. the best companion in the whole game. Oh, you dumb dog. You let him right to us.
Darkspawn.
Okay, Morgan. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Hey, steal kill. Yeah, where's the mouse gone? Oh, there it is. I genuinely lost sight of the mouse there for a second. Small heal. Okay, maybe a slightly bigger heal. There we go. Ah, look at the dog. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Barbaria like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
He's a little bit mangy. I've always wanted a dog. Okay, give him a name. Spawn. A little inside joke there into the Dragon Age fandom. Right, well, we got a dog now running around with us. You can do a couple of unique things with your dog. You can ask him, first you can say, can you do something about his goriness? And he basically licks you clean, and he'll heal if he's wounded by doing that, which is so weird. But the other big important one you can do is anything interesting. He didn't find anything, but he can randomly find things, and there's some locations out in the world where you can find unique things. Like nothing, like there's no like really powerful like weapons or items or anything. But there's like some places where he can find like a big bag of jewels that you can sell off for like a decent sum of money, that kind of thing. And we are in Lothering.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Forget it. I'm not paying. You're toll collectors. I don't have that kind of coin. Very well, here's 10 silver. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Best of luck to you. You can
Well,
certainly
this is
try.
going nowhere. Let's
Say that a
finish
lot when I
this,
run my
gents.
D&D games. Right. Despite this not being a hard fight, I kind of always don't do great at this. Okay. How am I missing nearly every attack. Yeah, I want that one. Hang on, kill that guy first. Oh, maybe I should heal. Come on, stop being stunned.
Alright, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
Get by, you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it.
At least he admits it.
Apologize.
I want some questions
What
answered.
did I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What are you doing?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Too much.
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tear and Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
Bet you don't even have a family, mate. Any survivors from the battle?
Maybe. A group of wounded Ash Warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their
No,
way.
you don't want to mess with Ash Warriors. Any other news?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
I'm done asking questions. Nay die. I'm turning you in. You follow my lead. I could use some soldiers. Hand over everything you've stolen. Start running. I'm turning you in.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
Well, they'll do what they have to do.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Oh no, I have to kill you myself. Oh sh! Crap, I did not think that would happen. Oh, a dead knight. So this is a little quest we're going to pick up. Fallen Templar. Even though he's not really a Templar. This is one of the things I think I mentioned in part 1. Just a lot of random, not inconsistencies, just things that don't really make sense in the world because they were making the game over such a long period of time and kind of changing everything. So yeah, I found a body of a Templar slain by bandits. His corpse has been pitched clean. Of everything save a note in a locker. Perhaps a locker will mean some back in Lothering. So yeah, we'll find someone. It's not bandit, or sorry, it's not Templar armor, but that's the not the patch, the mod I have that does that.
Very well.
But just from like the whole like world and story, it just doesn't make sense for him to be a Templar. If that makes sense.
I shall do it.
Not amazing, but we can sell it all off. Didn't miss anything. Right then, in we go.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very
You love
creepy.
Oregon.
Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
I may have picked that just from
I
Oregon's
get it.
response.
This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Have you some
This
thoughts?
should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Well, I have, but I know what they are, but I'm going to say not yet, just to get his dialogue.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Yeah, we probably will. We need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where's Earl Eamon?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
We won't find my clan. They're long
There
gone.
must be other Dalish in Ferelden. In fact, I'm sure of it. If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
Where will we find the dwarves? In their one city.
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
And for the mages?
That will be at their tower on Lake Carlinhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
And where is Logain?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Probably a fair guess.
Then you have a plan.
Morrigan.
Go after your
What?
enemy directly. Find this man Logain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Is there any way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Why are you leaving this to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
An easy way of just giving
Arleman
the
is a
player
good
all the
man,
control.
But I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
I'm not sure any of this is a good idea.
I'm not sure I like any of it either, but we don't have a lot of choice in the matter.
Of course you have a choice. You could run and forget about it all. Let the Darkspawn do as they wish until other Grey Wardens come. If they come.
That's what you call a choice?
It may not be a good choice, but it's a choice nevertheless. We all choose our path, even when it seems there is only one direction we should go.
How enlightening. At any rate, I'll stay with you whatever you decide. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Well, there's a bunch of side quests to do in the village, so we'll be kept busy for a while.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
Another thing I like about this game, this is the armor for Templars from Dragon Age 2, not Dragon Age Origins. But it looks so much better than the ones for Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins ones are just like big and bulky. We'll see it, we will, because it does still come up even with the mod. But it's big and bulky, while this is all kind of slick
Move
and
on
cool.
if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
Had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Are you keeping me from going in?
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Is anyone in
Cairn
charge?
has marched north with Tern Logain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Okay, so we got some idea for quests. So Chantry is over there.
Look
That's
how they moan
oh.
and wail and gnash their teeth. It is sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Right, so we can go to the Chantry over here. The Elder, I think, is over here. And that's the tavern over there. So we got a few places to go, and we can see there's at least one side quest over there from this... what's it called? An exclamation mark. It's alright. I think we can actually talk to these elves as well.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
I do. But I killed those bandits.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Hello, little boy.
Have you seen
That's actually what he's called, little boy. Who is your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me.
Your accent's
but
so
I've been
bad.
waiting, and I can't see her.
Where's your father?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Well, good luck with that. I don't think she's coming, kid.
Why not? Why would she leave me here?
I don't think she meant to leave you.
But she must be coming.
Kid, your mom's dead. Can't stand here forever.
I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look for her.
No. Sounds like a good idea. Just send the kid off to die. I'll take you to the farmhold. You can't. I know you can't.
I'm big enough to go myself. The mean men must be gone by now.
I didn't actually know he did that. I've never had that happen before. Usually, if you just talk to him, he always kind of goes to the Chantry. Oh, that kid's dead. I just killed that kid. Ah, well.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you...
Did you speak to that knight yesterday?
No, I cut out the banter.
To everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed
All
to
right,
know
into the tavern.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Looks like he wants a fight, which I'm happy to oblige. What makes you think we're traitors?
Clan Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Oh, this is a bad idea for you. Or for me, maybe. Morgan, do a stun. Just have her, like, really debuff the leader. And why not?
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
They aim to butcher us. They deserve no mercy.
Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
He'll have to do better than
I'll
that.
tell him right away. Now, thank you.
I apologize for interfering. but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Who are you? I'm happy to save your life. I appreciate what you tried to do. So I see, where does the sister learn to fight? Who are you?
Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Vax.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need
I
all
love
the help
Liliana
you
as a
can get.
character, but
That's
some
why
of her
I'm coming
writing in
along.
this game isn't the best when it comes to her interactions with elves. Why are you eager to come
The
with me?
Maker told me to.
Crazy!
I know that sounds absolutely insane. But
Although
it's
judging by
true.
later games, she might actually be
I
telling
had
the
a
truth.
dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
I need more than prayers.
I can
I
do
mean, she
more
kind of
than
proved that.
fight. As I said, I was not always a lay sister. I put aside that life when I came here. But now, if it is the Maker's will, I will take it up again. Gladly. Please let me help you.
Very well.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Okay, so this is the character selection screen. We are always selected. We can't change that, but we can unselect and add new people on.
Yes.
We are going to get rid of dog because I'll show you why. As long as this mod is working correct. I'm really annoyed if it's not. There we are. One dog whistle. So what this allows us to do, we get dog as a little bonus companion. No actual requirements to have him selected as one of our main three, which is very handy. Now let's look at Liliana. Where is she? There she is. Because I got nothing else to actually give her. Nope. I always have Liliana as ranged. Although I'll give her 2 daggers just in case someone does attack her, but we'll try and keep her as ranged as best we can. That's kind of everything. Oh, I never gave anything to Morgan. I thought I did this all the last episode. This stupid hats that mages get. Get rid of that as well, just give her something extra. Yeah, it's a better shield. No, Alistair keeps what he gets. And no point with those. Right, so we've got a couple of things to do here in the tavern as well.
Gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Sorry about the
They had
mess.
it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Heard any?
Look around. People are
Nope,
sleeping on
wrong
the
button.
floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
Any rumors?
There's knights from Redcliffe wandering the countryside, looking for the place where Andraste's sacred ashes are said to lie.
I don't know if I said it in the last one, but Andraste is basically Jesus.
Her ashes is a myth, and yet these knights say they were sent to find it anyhow to heal our Elaine. I didn't even know.
I wonder what's wrong with the Earl. I hope he's okay.
If so, Then times are even darker for Ferelden than any of us thought. Anything else I can get you?
Well, there's nothing really you can do for me. Yeah, there's only two people that really talked it. There's this fella here.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
You're out of food?
A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
And the merchant's just getting away with it.
Now, that gouger isn't careful, he'll wind up in the cage with a canary, or worse. Mark my words.
There's a canary here.
Desperate by the day.
I'll see what I can do about the merchant.
Odd thing to be doing, but we'd appreciate it.
Show me your wares. Yeah, do not need any of this. I should keep the ice arrows to give to Liliana. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of all of these. Definitely keep these two though. That's for sentimental purposes, and that's because that's really good later on. Yeah, nothing really worth getting from this guy, I think. Actually, what's... No, nothing really worth getting. Oh wait, actually, I can get something for dog. Get him war paint. Sell off a bunch of random stuff I don't want. Right. That's everything. Keep the garnet, obviously. Keep all of these. And give him some more paint. Alright, we didn't get this quest from him though.
Take it up with that bleeding run. I got other gear to sell.
Know any well-paying work?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry.
Yeah, that's where I'm going next.
No, don't suppose you know anything about poison?
Oh, actually I do know something about poison.
I figured if I kept asking I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know it.
Show me your wares. I don't think he has the actual ingredients, but what he will have... Oh, well, I've got flasks, actually. How many do I need to make from? 3 flasks of poison. Okay, so I need to get some venom, which I can get outside. Okay, and this begins like a faction quest line that persists throughout the game.
You're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
What can I do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Okay, so we'll see guys like this around the game in some like of the urban areas with one of these boxes. And they have questions. So scraping the barrel, we've got to go. There are a number of people who pledged aid to the Blackstone Irregulars in times of need, times of now. You'll find 3 letters of conscription. So we got to deliver conscription letters. 1 guy in Redcliffe, 1 guy here in Lothering, and another guy in Denerim. So this is a quest that will kind of last for quite a while. Dereliction of duty. Oh yeah, we got to track down some deserters. So 1 by Lake Callanhad, one by Denerim and one by the Frostback Mountain. So once again, this is one that's actually going to last pretty much to like the last third of the game. Yeah, nothing else. Oh, hang on.
I shall do it.
Good thing is we got Liliana, who can pick locks for us. So we are just going to rob these people. As why not? Oh, I realize I made a mistake by getting rid of some of my gear there. I should have kept some of it.
How dare you accuse me of thievery?
Yeah. We just want to talk to this guy first.
You aren't one of my captors.
This is a Kunari.
Mother mentioning this man. She called him a savage from the far north.
I have
Kunari are quite civilized.
You elf, leave me in peace.
What are you?
Prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not?
That's his kind of dialogue for the whole game. Get used to it.
Mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
That's horrible.
She says, I am Sten of the Beresard.
At least he doesn't deny it.
Vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I am Vax.
You mock me, or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
Are you just going to leave him here?
Yeah, did you mind getting lost?
This is too cruel a punishment, even for a murderer.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Kunari are renowned warriors. If we could release him...
He's just standing there watching us.
This is a proud and powerful creature,
weird.
trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Why are you here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Who did you murder?
People of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children. I agree.
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Capturing you must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist
I
capture.
waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
What an odd thing to do.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
How long have you been here?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
That's a long time to live without food or water.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Would you like to atone?
Death will be my atonement.
Sorry, I just have to reply to a quick text. Okay. There are other ways to redeem yourself.
I would prefer to die in battle, but my choices have been made.
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Why, yes I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Jerk.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve, or to be taken by the Darkspawn?
Kid, get lost.
No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
Right, well, we gotta go to the Chantry anyway to do some quests.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith...
Grab some random bits of loot while they talk.
I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
I love when we get games, like fantasy games, where it just flat out has atheist characters, because I think it's such a rarity in fantasy to have a character that is staunchly atheist.
Back off.
Alright, here's that merchant.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Are you profiting there? Are you profiteering? No, is your profiteering ruffling feathers?
You could say that,
Jeez.
yes.
The nerve of
Can't
these
talk,
people.
can't read.
He is charging outlandish prices.
Can't tell if
for
Alistair was
people
being sarcastic there or not.
Their blood is filling his pockets.
There's been so many of these men lately. Heartless opportunists, all.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Yeah. You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you compromise and still make a profit. Lower your prices or lose your goods.
Maker's breath. Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
A fine compromise.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
I mean, nobody has tried it before. Maybe it will work.
May the Maker watch over your path.
Alright, you have to bring religion into it, lady. Oh yeah, we can do some trading with him.
Headache, or do you actually want to buy something?
I can still kill him.
It isn't much, but take...
This is slightly better, and it's a version of what I'm wearing. Same for Alistair, get some slightly better gear. What's my money like? Ooh, terrible. Yeah, I'll take this wine. And a freeze. Oh, I can't get the freeze bomb recipe. Ah, well. I need to keep which one I'm in scale because, yeah. Because I get this for wearing matching armor and gives a slight bonus, even if it's different quality tiers. Oh, this is exactly what he's wearing. I just bought this. Bloody hell.
Are you here to make my...
Well, that was annoying. And this is what I had. I didn't buy anything better. Oh no, I did. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing for Alistair. Grant, and we'll keep that for Sten when we get him.
The Charters are still operating their board. Now that...
Bandits everywhere, so just kill some bandits operating outside of town.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread
Lady,
is
get
yours,
lost.
my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the
I think this is the mod
are
being a bit weird. Hello. You don't talk much, do you?
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons.
Oh, bye. Is he touched in the head?
No, he's a chanter. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker.
So it's like a vow of silence. He can't talk normally.
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted.
It's basically like if a priest could only read the Bible and nothing else.
Only the chant. Then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Enchantress is what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak.
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Blessed are the peacekeepers.
Yeah, we already looked at the board.
Your king is dead. The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile
Rude,
blackness that fills him?
but he's kind of right. I mean, keep your voice down.
Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent. Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn.
How did you escape?
No, I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn.
I'm not evil.
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off.
Scaring these people won't bring her back.
You were right. I will go.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always
You're
hope.
right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Darkspawn will feast on your living heart. They will take your children.
Oh, we got ghosts talking now. Jesus.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Marin.
Who's in charge?
The Beard Mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Did a bit more than that.
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
What's going on with the Kunari?
Is he still alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough. Make her watch over you.
I have to keep doing that now because...
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I
don't know
find
why
it
I'm listening to
curious
this.
that you allow another
I have
to
to keep
lead
bending around
while you
because
follow.
I've got
You
two
find that
screens and
curious,
OBS,
do you?
which
In
shows how
fact, you
long I've been
defer to a
recording for
new
everything, is on the
recruit?
other screen.
Is this the
But the
policy of
little
the Grey
like
Wardens,
clock
or
that says
simply
how
a
long I've
personal
recorded for is
What do
behind
you
the
want to
screen that
hear?
has the game.
That I
So
prefer to follow?
I kind of have to keep doing
I
that
do.
to see if I want to like how long I've been recording for.
Heard of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of... Yes? Who might you be?
I'm a Grey
I
Warden.
see. I am Ser Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
We did no such
I don't
thing.
believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Are you in charge?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Any of you found an unsanctioned mage?
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would
Ignore
you do
the
to
staff I have strapped to my back.
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
How do you fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn.
By using
Alas,
magic.
it is not so. In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate. Our ban was summoned by Tern Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. If the matter is important, certainly. I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do.
Oh.
But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Kunari.
1 second, I'm just gonna fix the camera. Okay, I accidentally hit off the cable that's connecting the camera to the laptop.
You can ask the revered mother. I say let him rot until the Darkspawn claim him.
Okay.
Travel safely.
Well, we've got a few things to do in here as well, I believe. Leave the guy I have to deliver the conscription to is here, but also this night.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tern Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
But if Arl Eamon is sick, why are you here?
Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet the Earl.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Is there any point going to
He may
Redcliffe?
be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Probably not.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about this urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'm Dalish.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great
No,
deal of lore.
not really.
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
About Sir Henrik.
And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend.
I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. With Henry gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Yeah, no problem. Right. Where is this guy to deliver conscription to?
Likeness of Andraste. Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck teeth. How do we know?
Fools. Praying for help from a prophet they burned, and a god who has turned his back on them not once, but twice.
It's fair criticism. Maybe he's not in here. Trying to see one who's like, he should have a name, not like just a random title. Okay, maybe he's out in the village actually. Oh no, here he is.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Time to suit up,
I knew
dude.
this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Oh, I need a key. Oh yeah, hang on.
Fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out.
Greetings, Grey Warden. What
Kind
can
of weird I
I do for
ran
you?
past him and did a little turn. Is there any help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry.
Thank you.
It is begun.
Don't know if there's anything actually useful in there, but we'll see. Oh yeah, a unique set of armor that you kind of can gather throughout the game. It's not that great, to be honest. I'll probably sell these boots the first chance I get. Just get that for the XP, and now talk to the revered mother.
Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
I barely have any money as it is.
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
Why would I give you? I'm just asking for money straight up.
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Fine, because I want you to like me.
Thank you, my son.
Although I don't
What
think
can
it
I do
actually makes
for
a
you then?
difference. Free the Canary.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them. He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger.
Nah, he's fine.
The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
Well, would you release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I think you should release him.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Okay, let's go back and get Sten.
Let all repeat the chant of light.
It is begun.
The word dispels the darkness.
So I take it you... care where your eyes linger, Alistair?
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
What?
Never mind.
You wish something more of me?
I have the keys.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
You're coming into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well,
So
let's roll.
it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And if I don't lead you to atonement?
I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
I'm not going to take him because I don't have any gear to give him, and it would just be kind of pointless. What we are going to do now is start taking off the rest of the side quests in the village, starting with that bandit quest. Which will let us...
What is it?
Because we do that quest for the Chanter's board, and then we get more. And then there's a nice little reward if you do them all.
I shall do it. Very well.
Ah, sugar. Liliana, focus on the guys in back. Actually, hang on. Tactics. Archer. And ranged. Just so you don't get into melee. Yeah, Morgan, you should actually be on range as well, to be honest. No, come on.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Oh! Off goes his head. Right, we'll loot these guys while my health regens.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Okay, next group is over here. And they have their own dogs. Morgan, you focus on the guys in back. Same with you, Liliana. Damn it. Come on, dog. Get in there. Oh, Doug, go help Morgan. Don't run too far away because you might trigger the guys over there.
Very well.
Okay, not too bad.
It shall be done.
Do something with the dog. Unique landmarks the dog can interact with to get a bonus. She does by peeing on it. But if you ever see any of them, he gets a bonus while he's on this map. I remember right, these guys are a bit tougher. Oh, Morgan, I want you to take that leader and pin him in place. Focus on that guy. And Liliana, focus on the guy in the back. Nope. Crippling shot, please. Okay, maybe Liliana. Actually, no, stay with the guy in the back. Oh, you're not even targeting the guy in the back. Come on. Oh, for the love of God. Might have been like, yeah, Liliana's just trying to do her own thing. God dang it. You know, all things considered, this fight didn't go too badly. Right then, we can cash this in and get the next two quests.
Very well. As you say.
And a bunch of nice new armor. Alright, so, and we have enough now that we can probably take out maybe Alistair or Morgan and bring Sten in. Now there's one more group before we go back to the village we have to fight here. If you are an arachnophobe, look away now. And I need to kill these things to get sugar. To do that poison quest. Dog, maybe stun them for me. Hey, we level up. Okay, well, that's them dealt with. Don't look now if you're, like, looking away.
Very well. As you say.
Okay, you can look back now if you want. Spiders are gone.
path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Sure. When bears attack, for yeah, kill some bears. Oh, so this one's about the little boy we saw on the bridge. We said, yeah, go home, kid. Find what you can find. We have to basically find any evidence of his missing mother. Yeah, it might not go best, but there's a few things to do in the village, which we'll do now. But first, let's change around. I'll leave Morgan behind, and I'll bring Sten. Oh wait, hang on.
Yes.
All right, Sten. Let's mess around with your gear for a second. Great sword. Executioner's helm. I'm assuming that's. Oh, Canary light helmet is actually better. Okay, there we go. We got Sten with us now. Oh, and we can level up. I'm going to give 2 to Dex so I can actually hit a bit better. Okay, I'll get this passive. Make some venom for our friend. That should be enough.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Here you go.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses.
Yeah, enough gold. 75 silver pieces. Absolutely great. For Alistair, overpower. Yes, that is a great one to get. That's basically just like shield bash, but you just hit him like 3 times in quick succession.
Been out to the market. There's not much to be had.
Right, so we've got 2 side quests here. This map isn't that big. Pretty much all the side quests like that we're going to do are all up here. Like there's not much really to go on. And this side quest is pointless.
Stranger, I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
Nope, no one in my party has trap making.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
And there you go. That is literally all you can do. If you do not have the trap making skill, that's all you can do. Thankfully, it's an utterly just I did it once to see what would happen. You make her some traps and you get a couple of silver pieces or gold pieces. It's nothing. Liliana, rob this chest, please.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Is there any way I can help you?
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
Farina,
Pity.
oh.
I've a dozen things to do and only 2 hands to do them.
Right, never mind, hang on.
Blast it.
Indeed. Too much to do, don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or
My friend
and you
does.
may be able to
That's
do us a
Morgan.
lot of
I can't do
good.
this without Morgan.
All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few all right.
Okay, she just wants... Like, the guy in there wanted poison. She wants healing
Good luck
items.
finding herbs in the woods.
I can just give her what I have already. Barely lose anything, so it's not really worth an issue. I don't think there's anything around here.
In that cage for 20 days.
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
What did you do?
I shall do it.
Pile of filth.
20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers.
Really?
No.
Ah, too bad. That's got serious potential.
I love that little banter. I love the banter in this game between the companions. Is great. Like, it's so fun. Right, kill some wolves. Oh, there's so many of them. Just throw a grenade up there. Will do a good bit of damage to us, probably. Oh, jeez, it took out all of them. Wow, that grenade was powerful. Fortunately, I think we found the boy's mother. No sign of the boy, though. But, yeah. The bears should spawn here, but if you take both quests at the same time to kill the bears and find the mother, it doesn't click in properly. So we gotta go back, turn in the quest for the mother, go into a building, come out of the building, and then come back and the bears will be here. It's a bit all over the place.
So quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running.
But the bears aren't here. The bears are over here. I could have done the bears and the wolves together. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, let's go back to the chanter.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and
Oh,
air
I'm listening
held
to this.
their
It's like,
breath.
it's just nonsense.
All
There's
was
nothing for me to
silent
actually
in
get from it.
prayer and thanks.
Yeah, okay. Was that all of them? They'll tell me now. Oh yeah, once you get this sword, you've done everything. Which is a nice early game enchanted weapon. That lets you equip some runes to it once you can do runes. And the mod gives it a cool look. It's called Oathkeeper, which is a little Game of Thrones, or else it's a Song of Ice and Fire reference, because this game predates Game of Thrones. And Alistair can take this sword. Right then, we're done in Lothering, I believe. And that's literally all the side quests there is to do. I'll double check. Yeah, that's basically just says leave Lothering. We've already got the guy here in Lothering, don't we? Yep. Redcliffe and Denham are the other two places. There's literally nothing to do. I'm going to talk to this guy and just sell off the gear I have.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you...
Yeah. Stop complaining. I'm going to get rid of the ancient elven boots because they're not going to be useful in the long run. Yeah, nothing for here, so we might as well leave. We got plenty of time, so we're going to go do actually the first DLC for the game, or at least part of the first DLC for the game, because you can do some of it now and some of it much later in the main story. So, yeah, we'll get another DLC companion, the only DLC companion, who's a great companion. These guys seem fine, right?
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Oh, dude. Oh, jeez, there's a lot of them. Giving me a stun, boy. Ah, the poor fools. They couldn't leave well enough alone. I suppose at least now there's more supplies and food to go around in the village, so, you know, it might have worked out for everyone else in the long run. Right, the Imperial Highway. If I tell Liliana back in the tavern, if I told her to not join us, we can actually find her standing here, like hoping to be re-recruited, just because like you can miss her. Don't worry, we're on the way. You know what, let's just do a quick and throw another grenade in at these guys. Throw an acid one at these lads over here. Oh god, my health. That really actually did quite a bit of damage to me, I think. Oh god, it's actually eating into my... Ah, dang it. And the dog is down as well. Ah well, it's just me that keeps going down. Everyone else is competent at their job. A blood mage.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Hey, it's Spider-Man.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur.
Oh no, that's the other
This
one.
here's my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Now it's
Road's
Spider-Man.
been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here?
The one who plays this one on the left is it's Yuri Lowenthal, not Lowenthal, Yuri Lowenthal, who's Spider-Man in the last two Spider-Man games. Specifically, obviously, Peter. I don't want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect There's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell
It's
and
fair.
good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
I'm sure, sir, we will never see each other again. That thing I picked up from that lady. I won't go back to let her find them if you should live. Okay, so it's not a quest, but you can find like a hidden cache when you go to the circle tower that's got some stuff in it. I don't remember if it's good stuff or bad stuff, but there's stuff in there. Yes, we venture forth. There's the archdemon again. No doubt it's all real. Sleeping in armor can't be comfortable. Seems surreal. Must have been something I ate. Why you bother me? Something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see,
the blood.
Part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Well, that's horrifying. Is the archdemon the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure
It's
looks
not.
like one.
It
But
just
yes,
looks like one, that's it.
That's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Right. Geez, that took a couple of seconds to take over. This is our camp. This is kind of like our base while we're not out on the road. Here, no party. All the companions that we gather are dotted around throughout the game, or throughout the map. Our dwarven friends are over there. That's another DLC over there we can start. We won't start that until much later in the game because it's kind of like a late game DLC to do, because it's a bit tough. But here we can talk to our companions, give them gifts. We can do that outside of camp as well, but it makes more sense to do it here. Kind of get to know them, build up our reputation and our kind of relationship with them, and advance at least their own personal storylines. So, I think we'll talk to our dwarven friends first, then we'll talk to our companions, and I'll try to do that every once in a while, like talk to each of the companions, and then we'll head off and do the first part of DLC.
Bodon Fennec at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yeah, you're free to stay, just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Right, yeah, so Bodan is basically like just a permanent merchant who's here, giving you something to get. And Sandal, his son, is how you can enchant your gear.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more
Can't do
extravagant
armor,
materials will take
just
more
weapons.
lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I have a feeling Sandal is a fan favorite. Like, he's definitely, I think, in the top 10, if not the top 5 characters for a lot of the players. But I wonder, had this game been made today, would Sandal not be done this way? As it kind of comes across as a person with special needs, and it feels like it's, let's kind of use the special needs character as kind of like, they're really like not great socially, but they're really great at this one thing that no one else is that good at doing, and he's also going to be comedy relief. He's in the second game as well, and he gets really, I think, better used in the second game. The character's kind of just done a bit more. He's not in the third game. I have a feeling we won't see him again because
Enchantment!
just doesn't really offer much to the story in the grand scheme of things. Right, enchantment. These are all our weapons. It says who's holding them. That's how many slots they have for runes, and here are the runes. So 2 electric damage. Enchants reduce speed for me, and for Alistair, I'll give him +1 fire damage. Very weak runes.
If there's anything I can do for you, please.
Let me see your wares. And the game's lagging a bit. Better watch out for that. Right, and he's actually got some good, like, late game gear for you to get. Like, the other parts of this armor are all here, so if I want, I can get them, but they're going to take a long time to build up to. And get a bag upgrade, it's always good to get. Manual for Ranger, so I told you guys that you can get specializations when you level up sometimes. Ranger is one of the ones for Rogue that you can learn. You can also get Templar, but Alistair can teach you Templar for free. And these ones are really good. Once you unlock them, they're unlocked in all future games going forward. So once you get Templar, you don't need to then unlock it in the next game. You still have the dialogue with Alistair, and for the other ones as well, for them like to unlock it, but you don't actually have to do that. You can, once you hit the relevant level, you can pick them up even if you've never talked to the person or bought the manual. And we've also got gifts here, which you can give gifts to your companions. Some gifts are specific to some companions. Some gifts can be like they'll trigger cutscenes. Some gifts are specific to companions, but you can give them to other ones. They're just not that good for other ones. These are from a DLC. I have the Ultimate Edition of the game, so it's just included for free. And it's just like, it massively bumps up your character's approval. It's kind of like a bit of a cheat, so I probably won't use them. Like maybe at the end of the game, like the very end, but I just kind of want to like make sure everyone's approval's at max. All right, we'll talk to everyone once, and then we'll head out to do the DLC.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Did you grow up in the
Why
wilds?
do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You can probe me anytime.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And you remained unnoticed.
For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Oh, poor dude. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Like a handshake.
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
You can go back if you like.
I have no qualm with the mission I have been set to. Flemeth was correct, like it or not. The Darkspawn are an enemy of all. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Okay, we got a nice little approval for that. So, yeah, there's the approval bar for companions. As it gets higher, they like you more. You unlock more of their personal quests, and the higher it gets, you actually get bonuses and buffs when they're in your party, like, you know, increase health, increase damage, etc. Let's get a few things straight.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Can I trust you?
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
You're in that cage for weeks, you okay?
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Tell me about your people. No. Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Hey. I mean, that's correct, but hey.
I am.
You ever fought in war?
I have always fought in war, elf. Some of them. They aren't all alike.
I love Sten. He's so literal about everything he says.
Generally, I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate. Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am.
Did you hear that?
You
Sten? Sten is not his name, it is his rank. It is his job. That is what Canary go by. There are many Stens in the world.
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. Compared to what? What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do.
Alright, let's keep moving.
As you wish.
Disapproval from Sten. I find it very hard to get Sten to approve. You basically gotta stand up to him with everything.
Yes?
He's gonna be what I'll have to rely on gifts. I think you should go. I think Liliana's the only one you can actually kick out of your party regardless.
Here I am.
That is vision of
I knew
yours.
this would come up sooner or later.
I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
So it is a dream or a vision?
I have had dreams. This was different somehow. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
The Chantry says the Maker left us.
He's still here. I
mean, I
him
don't
in the
care. I'm an
wind
elf.
and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe what feels right to you.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue.
Right, talk to Alistair and then we'll head off.
What do you need?
Let's talk with Duncan.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I thought you might talk. Doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss. He was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
No harm done.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about you, the Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle.
I suppose it depends on the individual.
Practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We bury them and plant a tree.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Alistair. Right then, I'm not going to talk to the dog. There's no dialogue for dog. Well, there's some, but you can't, like, have conversations with him.
Yes.
Like Alistair, Stan, and Liliana. Alright, and you can see the map is now open to us. But we can go to the Brazilian Forest, to Denerim, to the mountain entrance for Orzammar Redcliffe Village, the docks that lead to the Circle Tower, and then these two in gold are for the DLC. So that's for a DLC we'll do much later on. That's kind of like a mid-tier one, and then the one in camp is like a late tier one, in my opinion. It varies, but that's my opinion. This one here, though, I always do it early because, as I said, it's good to get this extra bonus companion nice and early. Just check the time. We're good for a little while longer. Hello, sir.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do?
Are you asking me to find your mule?
Oh, no. I sent my elf to do that.
Your
I
elf?
sent my helper, Taran. Nice fellow, that. Taran.
Yeah, that dialogue's different if you're not an elf.
Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service.
I'm back.
I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out?
How?
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never
Golem,
get
you
to
say?
use it. But, maybe you could?
What does a control rod do?
The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one, yes?
Sure, but what's the catch?
The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least.
Alright, I could use it.
Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honnleath. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works.
Personal golem,
Best of
sounds
luck to you
good.
then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Right, simple start to that quest. So let's go get ourselves a golem. Okay, I think we triggered a random encounter. As you're making your way through the map, you can trigger random little encounters to kind of deal with. Some are enemies, some are random just interactions, some are, well, this is enemies, some are merchants that you can kind of meet. Oh, Sten. I'm gonna sort out everyone's like bars in my own time. For now, I'm just gonna get it myself. Well, that was pointless. He's down. Alright then. Just get rid of Sten's injury. Got plenty of injury kits, so it's not a big deal. Right, no loot, unfortunately. Some plants, but I'm not going to bother with them because I'm not going to do alchemy, so what's the actual point? Right, welcome to Honnleath. Give it a second for Sten to heal up.
What now?
Alright, good enough. Well, that doesn't look good. Run! Run, people! Okay, so the village is not looking that great. I do know I actually need a key for that one. It doesn't just unlock with picking the lock. There's our golem. Sten, you better heal. Dog, go deal with some of these archers. I love that line from Liliana. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing. I assume she's shouting at them and not at me. Right then. Right, that's for that chest back there, so we'll get that when we're leaving the village. Let's get our golem.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual
And she
golem,
says golem.
and not a statue at all. I wonder how
Doesn't
it
look
ended up
anything
here
like a
of all
golem. It's
places.
not some weird hairless creature. Dulafgar. Oh, surprising. Nothing happens. Better look around, I suppose. Right, and all these crystals we've been gathering. Well, now we have a purpose for them once we get our golem. Wilhelm's cellar.
It shall be done.
Dog always takes a bit longer just to get into melee. Oh, damn it, Sten. At least didn't waste a healing potion.
Very well. It is begun.
I can get that to Sten, hopefully make him a bit better. I believe my dog leveled up. He doesn't get a skill every level, only like every couple of levels, because he doesn't have that many skills to unlock. gift of beer to give to somebody later on in the game. Right, don't go running all the way up there just to shoot them. Stay in the back. There's no point trying to heal Sten, because I know what that spell does. Prevents healing. Well, I can definitely heal. Do some looting and then we'll talk to these harrowing people.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us?
Who? No, I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here! Thank the Maker for our luck! But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking.
I bought a control rod.
A control rod? Do you mean the one for Shale?
Sure.
That damnable golem brought us nothing but trouble. My mother sold the rod years ago after it killed my father, and good riddance.
Is it good to have a golem that killed its former master?
My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Isles of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais. And what did he get? One day, my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and Shale standing over him, just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake Shale up, well, it's yours now.
Oh, thanks.
My mother might have passed along the wrong command phrase when she sold the rod. She said she never wanted to see Shale active again. Look, I'll tell you the command phrase, but I'll need your help first. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could
That's not
find
good.
her, couldn't you?
What killed the man?
There are defenses my father put down here to keep strangers out. I knew about the barrier. I had the key for that, but the rest of it, well, we never came down here. Ever.
How do you know she's even alive?
Don't, it's true. I'm terrified that something's happened to her and she's lying in there, injured. I can't leave here until I know for certain. Surely you can understand.
She's your kid, man. Man up and go get her.
You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
Right, let's go save this little girl so we can get our golem. Well, that don't sound good. Oh, I think we found a guy. Oh no. Ah, dang it. Oh, stop running away. Willem's journal, and an enchanted ring, and some amethyst to sell. It's sort of good for a mage. Or no. Strength, dex, attack. Yeah. I'll take that. So Willem and our golem Shale actually appear in the prequel novel Stolen Throne. Like, Willem's only very much a... Calling him a secondary character is a bit of a favour. He's more like a tertiary character, and Shale is almost like an extra. But they still provide a little bit of context to everything, and you kind of hear a bit more about them. And she's talking to a cat. That's normal.
Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
Playing a guessing game with a cat.
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
It finds me distracting.
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
I would not suggest leaving in such hostile company anyhow, Amalia. Look how they act.
And this is why dogs are better than cats, people. Dogs over cats all the time.
Of course, silly.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
So what are
I am
you?
a cat, really. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
What have you done?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is... welcome. It seems we are at an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
You mean possessed a girl?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
Yes. Offer you can have the girl.
Thank you. You are very gracious. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps
I think it's quite obvious what you have to do.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Well, let's level up Liliana. Dex and Cunning for rogues. I'll give her that. Make her better for lockpicking. You do need to unlock this. But I'll take critical shot. Thank you. How do I get you guys to stop? There we go. Because this stuff actually does hurt them if they stand in it.
Shall be done.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
As you say. As you say. Very well. As you say.
No, sugar.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
Well, damage isn't too bad anyway, so it's alright.
It is begun. I shall do it.
Alright, I actually figured it out quite easy, surprisingly.
It shall be done.
Kitty says Grandpa... Oh, isn't that awful?
Yes.
Usually that takes me quite a while, actually. I'm very impressed with myself.
Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
And I'm just on fire.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
I said I'd free you. I didn't say I'd let you live.
Betrayal!
Technically, I
You
said
will
you could
not
have the
take
girl, but
She is mine!
better boy.
You're scaring me. I won't let you inside me. I won't.
Oh, that's definitely safe for YouTube. Oh. Damn, I'm losing a lot. Oh. Everybody's frozen. Well, I'm probably going down, so... I mean, at least we took out the other demons. Stan and Alistair better just do some small heals just to make sure. Oh, come on. Stan, get in there. Okay, that could have gone better, but it doesn't matter.
I shall do it.
Can't wear that just yet. Alright then, let's head back up and get this new proper phrase and get ourselves a golem and wrap things up. Oh, that's why the fight went so badly. I still had everyone on hold. Oh, 7. Yeah, that was my fault, that again. That last fight was really bad. Yeah, now you're just gonna wait back there. There's a chest there. Staff might be good for Morgan.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad
A
creatures
weird
are gone.
pet name for your
the
child.
phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly.
Yeah, well, you're the
Thank
idiot who
you
let your
again.
child run away
We
into
owe
a
you our
demon-infested basement, so you know what? I'm not really going to take your advice. No, missed one genlock. Well, I might as well grab it. For 5 silver. Very important.
Very well.
Dulan Harn.
day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
How do you know I'm not a mage?
It thinks these crystals are simply for show, I see. Huh. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
No, not all of them.
Some got away then. How unfortunate.
You didn't care for them, I take it.
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
Did you watch the attack?
Not as much as it would think. There was running and screaming, and then days and days of watching the Darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be something less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
Why do you keep calling me it?
Entrenched sense of perversity. The last one who held that damnable rod used to call me Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Certainly does. It's right in its hand.
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
Alright, attack Alistair.
Hey! And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Shouldn't you be happy?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
I don't intend to do anything with you.
Ah, how unexpected. Yet refreshing. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Are you going to keep calling me it?
Yes, very likely.
What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
Oh, that's fair. You killed your former master.
Did I remember that I had a former master. The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did kill him. Perhaps the last order he barked was, Gollum, stop crushing my head. Ah!
You didn't call him it.
Yes, I'm just funny that way.
Oh, you're welcome to come with me.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large.
Think of it as a portable battering ram.
Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now, I am called Shale, by the way.
I am back.
This should be interesting.
Right, well, Alistair, we're leaving you behind, and we're going to take Shale. So Shale is quite interesting. So first of all, instead of weapons and armor, Shale has crystals. So small crystals are for attack, and large crystals are for defense. The better quality the crystal, the higher the damage or defense. So you can see like this clear crystal is 6.5 damage, while this chipped one is only 5. And each color gives a different type of either buff to an attack or defense. So, you know, fire 1, fire damage, ice damage, etc. Yeah, that's just how you customize Shale. And for Shale's skills, she has the base warrior ones. But for this, instead, they get 4 rows. The first one is basically a sustained ability. And then when you have that ability sustained, you get to use the ones here. So if you have pulverizing blows, you get these 3. If you have Stoneheart, you get these 3. You can only have 1 active at a time. This is kind of like an offense. That's a bit of an AoE one. That's a ranged one. I think that's just a bunch of passives. So, but yeah, that like kind of holds them in place and buffs everyone around them. Personally, I prefer to stick with this one and just use this one because like these attacks, especially this last one, are really good. That's how I just kind of prefer to keep it. So we'll head back to camp and then we'll wrap things up. We'll just get this what is it? Yeah, this chest over here. We'll head back. I see I've leveled up, so when we get back to camp, actually we'll level everybody else up and then we'll end things off. Yeah, small lightning crystal and a dagger. Shale's thing is they really, really hate birds. Right then, let's do some leveling up. So yeah, I could choose a specialization, but I have none unlocked. So I'll do 1 for strength, 1 for dex, and 1 for health. Can't get any of these. I'm not really using the sustained one, so I'll get bravery for the passive. Alistair doesn't level up. Morgan's fine. Sparkspawn is fine. Liliana's fine. Sten is fine. And Shale's fine, so it's just me. The others will probably all level up pretty soon, though. Most likely in the next episode, which hopefully won't be too far off. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode at least. If you did, do give it a like and a comment. I'd greatly appreciate it. Next time, we're either going to go to Redcliffe to try and recruit Arleman, or we will go to the Circle Tower to recruit the mages. Let me know in the comments which one you'd like me to go do first. If you want, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Medium to stay updated on other stuff I have going on. I'm going to try to start writing again on Medium very soon to put out some new articles, but I have a large backlog of self-published articles on gaming and the like that you might find interesting. And do, of course, subscribe to, and of course you can subscribe. Yeah, Jesus, I cannot talk. You can subscribe to me here to stay up to date on all content going forward. And I shall see you all next time.